have tried to be from the beginning. I know that these boys are not fit to be at large. I believe they will not be until they pass through the next stage of life, at 45 or 50. Whether they will then, I cannot tell. I am sure of this. That I will not be here to help them. So far as I am concerned, it is over. I would not tell this court that I do not hope that some time, when life and age have changed their bodies, as they do, and have changed their emotions, as they do, that they may once more return to life. I would be the last person on earth to close the door of hope to any human being that lives. And least of all to my clients. But what have they to look forward to? Nothing. And I think here of the stanza of Houseman, now hollow fires burn out to black, and lights are fluttering low. Square your shoulders, lift your pack. And leave your friends and go. Oh, never fear, lads, naught's to dread, look not left nor right. In all the endless road you tread. There's nothing but the night. I care not, your honor, whether the march begins at the gallows or when the gates of joy let close upon them. There is nothing but the night, and that is little for any human being to expect. But there are others to consider. Here are these two families, who have led honest lives. Who will bear the name that they bear, and future generations must carry it on. Here it Leopold's father, and this boy was the pride of his life. He watched him, he cared for him, he worked for him. The boy was brilliant and accomplished. He educated him, and he thought that fame and position awaited him, as it should have awaited. It is a hard thing for a father to see his life's hopes crumble into dust. Should he be considered? Should his brothers be considered? Will it do society any good or make your life safer? Or any human being's life safer, if it should be handled down from generation to generation? That this boy, their kin, died upon the scaffold. And Lobes the same. Here are the faithful uncle and brother, who have watched here day by day. While Dickie's father and his mother are too ill to stand this terrific strain. And shall be waiting for a message which means more to them than it can mean to you or me. Shall these be taken into account in this general bereavement? Have they any rights? Is there any reason, your honor, why their proud names and all the future? Generations that bear them shall have this bar sinister written across them. How many boys and girls, how many unborn children will feel it? It is bad enough as it is, God knows. It is bad enough, however it is. But it's not yet death on the scaffold. It's not that. And I ask your honor. In addition to all that I have said, to save two honorable families from a disgrace that never ends. and which could be of no avail to help any human being that lives. Now, I must say a word more and then I will leave this with you where I should have left it long ago. None of us are unmindful of the public. Courts are not, and juries are not. We placed our fate in the hands of a trained court. Thinking that he would be more mindful and considerate than a jury. I cannot say how people feel. I have stood here for 3 months as one might stand at the ocean trying to sweep back the tide. I hope the seas are subsiding and the wind is falling. And I believe they are, but I wish to make no false pretense to this court. The easy thing and the popular thing to do is to hang my clients. I know it. Men and women who do not think will applaud. The cruel and thoughtless will approve. It will be easy today. But in Chicago, and reaching out over the length and breadth of the land. More and more fathers and mothers, the humane, the kind and the hopeful, who are gaining an understanding and asking questions not only about these poor boys, but about their own. These will join in no acclaim at the death of my clients. These would ask that the shedding of blood be stopped, and that the normal feelings of men resume their sway. And as the days and the months and the years go on, they will ask it more and more. But, Your Honor, what they shall ask may not count. I know the easy way. I know the future is with me. And what I stand for here. Not merely for the lives of these two unfortunate lads. But for all boys and all girls. For all of the young, and as far as possible, for all of the old. I am pleading for life, understanding, charity, kindness, and the infinite mercy that considers all. I am pleading that we overcome cruelty with kindness and hatred with love. I know the future is on my side. Your honor stands between the past and the future. You may hang these boys. You may hang them by the neck until they are dead. But in doing it you will turn your face toward the past. In doing it you are making it harder for every other boy who in ignorance and darkness must grope his way through the mazes which only childhood knows. In doing it you will make it harder for unborn children. You may save them and make it easier for every child that sometime may stand where these boys stand. You will make it easier for every human being with an aspiration and a vision and a hope and a fate. I am pleading for the future. I am pleading for a time when hatred and cruelty will not control the hearts of men. When we can learn by reason and judgment and understanding and faith that all life is worth saving. And that mercy is the highest attribute of man. I feel that I should apologize for the length of time I have taken. This case may not be as important as I think it is, and I am sure I do not need to tell this court. Or to tell my friends that I would fight just as hard for the poor as for the rich. If I should succeed, my greatest reward and my greatest hope will be that for the countless unfortunates who must tread the same road in blind childhood that these poor boys have trod that I have. Done something to help human understanding, to temper justice with mercy, to overcome hate with love. I was reading last night of the aspiration of the old Persian poet, Omar Khayyam. It appealed to me as the highest that I can vision. I wish it was in my heart, and I wish it was in the hearts of all. So I be written in the book of love. I do not care about that book above. Erase my name or write it as you will, so I be written in the book of love. Colin Powell. Address to the United Nations on WMD in Iraq. Delivered February 5, 2003. Powell, thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, Mr. Secretary General, distinguished colleagues. I would like to begin by expressing my thanks for the special effort that each of you made to be here today. This is an important day for us all as we review the situation. With respect to Iraq and its disarmament obligations under U. N Security Council Resolution 1441. Slide 1. Last November 8, this council passed Resolution 1441 by a unanimous vote. The purpose of that resolution was to disarm Iraq of its weapons of mass destruction. Iraq had already been found guilty of material breach of its obligations. Stretching back over 16 previous resolutions and 12 years. Powell, Resolution 1441 was not dealing with an innocent party. but a regime this council has repeatedly convicted over the years. Resolution 1441 gave Iraq one last chance. One last chance to come into compliance or to face serious consequences. No council member present in voting on that day had any illusions about the nature. And intent of the resolution or what serious consequences meant if Iraq did not comply. And to assist in its disarmament, we called on Iraq to cooperate with returning inspectors from an IAEA. We laid down tough standards for Iraq to meet to allow the inspectors to do their job. Powell, this council placed the burden on Iraq to comply and disarm and not on the inspectors to find that which Iraq has gone out of its way to conceal for so long. Inspectors are inspectors. They are not detectives. I asked for this session today for two purposes. First, to support the core assessments made by Dr. Blix and Dr. El-Baradei. As Dr. Blix reported to this council on January 27, quote, Iraq appears not to have come to a genuine acceptance, not even today, of the disarmament which was demanded of it, unquote. Slide 2. And as Dr. El-Baradei reported, Iraq's declaration of December 7, quote, did not provide any new information relevant to certain questions that have been outstanding since 1998.